Anyway, we've got one expert on this, one expert and one expert alone. She's our favourite, Vanessa Sturman from the Energise and Thrive plant-based. She knows all about this. She's on now. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello.
Did you like the plant-based food conveyor belt?
I was laughing. I had to put myself on mute because I was like, that was absolutely brilliant, and I loved it. And the conveyor belt did very, very well.
Yes, it did. We had a couple of imposters. I mean, ribeye steak tried to get on, and so did scrambled eggs, but we soon got shifted of them.
I did note that I did, and you did very well at saying no, not having it.
What do you think about this? 30 plant-based foods a week. Is this impossible? Is it easy to do?
Well, it can sound impossible because 30, you think, goodness, what does this look like? And I will give you some examples to make it really, really easy. And you got it completely right that we need this variety to feed those bacteria in our gut. But these different plants, this doesn't have to be just fruits and vegetables. This can be beans, it can be spices. So one example to begin with, say you usually make chili con carne. If you do a four bean chili,
Oh.
you've got four beans, so we've got four down there. You've got tins of tomatoes, so we've got tomatoes, and then you've got an array of spices. Then, so say we have minimum five spices. We also have garlic, we also have onion. We then serve it with some whole grain rice. We then steam three different types of vegetables. Maybe we steam broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. So we've almost hit, well, I didn't count everything, but maybe we've hit 20 there.
Yeah, but the thing is the word different, so you can't go back to your four beans and your four beans chili for the rest of the week. Is that difficult?
Well, you can go back to it. So you can still bulk cook it and have it a couple of different days, but you've already covered those. And then, yes, we need to make some other meals as well. So you might have a lovely scrambled tofu for breakfast with some smoked paprika, some kale, some baby tomatoes, some avocado on toast. So we have lots of different ones like that. So it doesn't mean you can't repeat your chili on another day and eat it again. You've still had this wonderful variety.
Yeah, and a portion is never as much as you might think. You don't have to have a big plate full of it.
So this is an interesting one because
Oh,
what counts as a portion of something is going to be different for each thing. And so what I do want to encourage is even if you've hit your 30 different types of plants in a few meals, that doesn't mean for the rest of the week you can go, well, no more plants for me. We still want to have a good volume of it because all of that fiber really fills us up. We want to get the nutrients that are in these different plants as well. So even if you've covered it quite quickly with your 30, we still want to make sure we're having lots of portions of fruit and veg and other plants every day as well.
yes. And they're not scary things. We're not suggesting you go and eat a stinging nettle. These are tomatoes, these are plums, these are grapes, these are pineapples, these are carrots, these are cucumbers, these are green beans, these are peas, these are cauliflower. Something we all use anyway, really.
That's completely right. I think sometimes when people think about health, they go, goodness, am I going to have to go down to some exotic
Yeah,
shop and,
yeah.
get all sorts of things I've never heard of? And yes, you might end up being introduced to a few foods that you'd not heard of. But a lot of this stuff is just in our supermarkets. It's all in that fruit and veg section, the grain section, our nuts, our seeds, our beans, our tins of tomatoes, etc. It's all there. And we just want to get that real variety, a really nice volume of them, making sure you're adding fruit and veg to every meal. And we're going to hit more of our health goals like that.
I'm going to end on a note of controversy, but I'm sure you'll be able to work it out and give me an answer. We've already
Let's have a go.
Well, let's have a go. We've got rid of ribeye steak, we've got rid of scrambled eggs, we've allowed avocado, spinach and potato in. What about coffee? Coffee is a bean that grows on a plant.
Yes, you know what? Coffee is an interesting one because there's pros and cons. There's lots of great evidence to say that it's full of antioxidants and it's helpful for us. But we've also got issues with coffee where it can disrupt our sleep. It can disrupt
Yeah,
to some people's guts.
yeah.
Everyone reacts to it slightly differently. So what I usually say is, first of all, think about how much you enjoy it. I really enjoy a coffee a day and it's a huge pleasure for me and I love to have that. So that's important to me. But I'm also aware for me personally, if I have coffee after a certain time, it's really going to disrupt my sleep. But it doesn't necessarily do that for everyone. But I think just look at coffee with moderation. It's got a few issues where potentially certain kinds could also raise cholesterol. So just don't go mad on it. But it's totally fine in moderate amounts.
Great advice, and it's great having you on. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you very much.